Is the Papa Murphy's pizza take and bake concept any good? A pizza so fresh you can literally eat it right out the oven, but relying on my ability to cook is a mistake that has ruined many potentially good meals.
Accessible and quick? Yeah, but with one employee, who she got to talk to?
The cashier could not have been any nicer, but she did tell me we were making her nervous since they're expecting a return visit from the health and safety department. In a world where most pizza joints are fighting over who can provide the freshest experience, only one major chain has the cojones to give you the pizza equivalent of an unborn baby. Today, we bake a Papa Murphy's pizza and carry it to turn before devouring it to give the freshest review possible. If it's not any good, are we the ones to blame? We'll answer all that and more. Stay tuned. This is the Fine Dining Podcast.
Your table is ready. Take a seat. The flavor of the day is mediocrity. Wouldn't you like to try a bite? Guarantee it'll be the perfect bite. Fine dining. Better than you thought, worse than you hoped. Fine dining. We don't treat mediocre as a joke. Ranking every single place we've been. Compare it to the perfect 5 out of 10.
Hello, and welcome back to Fine Dining, the quest to compare all restaurants to Chili's. I am your host, Michael Ornelas, and this is the show where I use Chili's, the most mediocre restaurant in America, as a barometer to determine if other restaurant chains are good or not good by comparison. By the end of this episode, we will be able to answer the question that everyone was wondering when the spinning top almost toppled over at the end of the movie Inception: is Papa Murphy's better than Chili's? Tell me in the comments what you think about Papa Murphy's. We just tried it moments ago, and we're going to tell you everything that was good about it, what was not good, and what's just there before we give Papa Murphy's a score at the end of the episode. Joining me today to discuss Papa Murphy's is a Los Angeles-based stand-up comedian, the host of the Funniest People You've Never Heard Of podcast, and he's the human equivalent of playing a board game where everyone already knows the rules. It's Peter Murphy.
Hey, everybody. Happy to be here. And, I've got a big old tummy full of Papa Murphy's.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it. A mission accomplished.
This was a lofty goal of a day, I think.
Yeah, what an adventure we went on, huh?
4 hours of driving.
Round trip.
And making it ourselves. Now, we did have help. My friend Steven, who has gotten many Papa Murphy's pizzas in his lifetime, opted to do the cooking part for us.
Steven is a Papa Murphy's stan.
He is a Papa Murphy's stan.
And he's kind of like, when it comes to Papa Murphy's, if I were to make it and he was there, he'd be like, "You're not doing it right." No, you're not doing it right.
You've met him for not that long, and yet you somehow know him deeply.
Well, he likes things his way, and I trust him. Hey, you steer the boat, Captain.
Yeah.
That's it.
Awesome. Well, today the whole point is to talk about all the aspects of Papa Murphy's. Everything good.
Yeah.
Everything not good, everything just there. Now, this is an interesting situation to be in because we were only in the store for 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yet it has left a lasting impression on me.
On my deathbed, when I flash through all the memories of my life, I think it will dwell longest on this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start in a place of positivity. We're going to talk about everything that was good.
This is the good, done like it should be. The stuff that's finger licking or sticking the landing. This is the good, I knew that you could. This is the good.
First and foremost, I really do think that the best part of the whole experience was how friendly the cashier was.
Totally. She was fantastic. Very cool.
She was the only one in the store, and
Yeah.
I think a good representative of any brand. Like any company would be lucky to be like, hey, this is our customer facing person.
Oh, yeah, she's fantastic. And, the fact that she was alone there, I wanted to rob them just out of principle. Just like, okay, just one person here. Okay, well, I guess I'm taking these peeled tomatoes home with me,
Do me a favor. Just look into that camera and say, I'm Rob Murphy, and I know where the vulnerabilities are.
I am Peter Murphy. Should I be Rob Murphy suddenly?
Did I say Rob?
Yeah.
Oh, because you said you wanted to rob the place. Oh, my God.
I'm Peter Murphy, and I know where the vulnerabilities are.
Man, that was creepier than even I thought it would be.
Wanted to be. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, just being here in the studio right now, I got 12 exits. I know where I can jump through a window and be okay, even though we're on the 12th floor.
And more importantly, you know when I'm gone where to break in, and you can Ethan Hunt your way through the vents.
Out of principle.
Yeah.
It's a principle thing. Yeah. Employee there, incredible. Also, so impressive that she was doing double and triple duty as cashier, pizza maker, assembler, I suppose, and prep cook, sous chef, and security.
I think general manager.
Yes, and general manager.
And like regional manager.
Yeah, because that's the only one in that region.
No, there's 4 Papa Murphys in Bakersfield. Which is funny because if you look at like on a map, the center of Bakersfield, there's one in like each cardinal direction, like almost perfectly. There's like a compass of Papa Murphys. And if you zoom out, it's actually the eye of Ra that you find on the back of the dollar bill. The Illuminati is operating through Papa Murphy's or something. I don't know.
In Florida, you're never more than 35 minutes away from a beach. In Bakersfield, you are never more than 10 minutes away from Papa Murphy's.
I think factually accurate.
That's got to be true.
Yeah.
That's got to be true.
It's got to be true because you said it.
And this is a fact-based podcast.
This is facts only.
Yeah, she blew me away. She was incredibly welcoming and kind and sweet, and it made me feel at home.
Yeah. Look, all right, I'm drawing it out. Food-wise, I do have some things in the good, but I definitely don't have everything in the good.
Yeah, one thing that was good that I enjoyed were the smells.
Yeah.
I used to work at Jimmy John's, not to brag, and we had a sign that says free smells. But you walk in there and you get a bunch of smells in Papa Murphy's.
I like that the things that you've said not to brag about so far on this podcast are I worked at Jimmy John's. I met my dad once.
Yes. I'm from Florida, not to brag.
Yeah.
But the smells were, I will say, nostalgic, but ultimately
deceptive. I'm going to say.
Yeah,
because
deceptive. It made me want to be in a Pizza Hut more.
Really?
Sadly.
I think the thing for me is it smelled yeasty. And what was my note about some of the food? Not yeasty enough. I like my bread to have a yeasty flavor because otherwise it feels like empty.
Oh, I see. It needs to be a little more dense for you?
I mean empty from like a flavor standpoint. I mean, maybe I have COVID and I just lost the ability to taste. But like genuinely, they had something about their bread, and I will go into this more in the not good category, but when I bit in, it just like, it didn't taste like flavor. It tasted like, it just felt like texture.
Yeah, there's something was there, but
and
you couldn't
yeast
really
fills it out.
Yeah, that's how a lot of women have described having sex with me.
But the yeast was there.
Yeah, it filled it out.
But the yeast was there in the smell. And I do like that kind of like doughy, it smells like you're walking into a bakery a little bit.
Yeah, and you know what? Real estate agents know this trick. There's a spray where you go around the kitchen or in certain rooms and you can spray fresh cookie smell. They might have that. The same way that Disney, pumps in smells to their parks and oxygen. Are you aware of that?
No.
Yeah. Well, not only does Disney have like a mosquito biodome to keep out insects, but they also have scented oxygen that they pump into the parks to make you feel better. So I imagine Papa Murphy's is spending all their money on that in a conspiracy
How do
theory.
You know that? Is it? Did you follow the Eye of Ra?
I follow the Eye of Ra, and also this is the type of history we learn in Florida.
That does make sense.
Florida
that actually
schools.
seems like it's in school. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, they really try and recruit you from an early age.
Yeah, because they're not teaching you the truth about American history.
No.
I thought that it was immaculate in here. It was very clean. Now, we did walk in like right at open, but then I thought about it and it's like, well, what excuse would they have to not be clean? No one's eating there.
I mean, if I could give you an excuse, probably kids roughhousing. Probably like parents going in there and the kids are roughhousing.
Just like someone does a brain buster through that one table that's waiting.
Yeah, the bench. I want to get to the bench later. The bench fascinated me. Yeah, it was clean. It was clean and not overly clean. It didn't smell like palm
Sanitized.
olives. Yeah, it didn't smell like lemons. It didn't smell like, sawdust where a high school janitor just had to cover up some vomit.
Yeah.
You know, it smelled like, oh, this is home. This is comfort, which made it feel more like I was walking into a garage refrigerator than a kitchen
Which you
refrigerator.
referenced last week.
Yeah, which we talked about last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It did feel like that, like, oh, sodas are in the garage, help yourself. That is the exact reason it felt like I ended up in there.
Yeah.
You know when you walk through like the threshold of a door and you forget why you entered the room?
Yes.
You're like, wait, why did I come in here?
Yeah, like Severance.
That's how I felt in the Papa Murphy's. I walked in and I was like, wait, did I just drive 2 hours to get here?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, it was yeah. But
which I don't mean in a negative way. I just mean like there was something about the process of walking in that jogged my brain in a certain way.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Speaking of walking in, we mentioned this briefly before, but big EBT sign. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Everyone's welcome here.
Yeah, we accept EBT. Big red sign on the door.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. And also they had a wooden sign that was hanging above the door that I liked.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I told you I wanted to steal it.
Yeah, we should have stolen it.
Should have stolen it.
We're going back. We're going to steal it.
What's 4 more hours?
Honestly, yeah. Time is dilated differently when you're on a Papa Murphy's run.
You learned about that today.
Yes, I did. We talked about
Interstellar. You talk about a lot when you have 4 hours on the road.
You learn about a man.
Yeah. They have, when you walk in, like a cooler, like one of those like drink coolers where it's like, oh yeah, you want a Pepsi? Go grab it from the thing, you know? Mm-hmm. And they had 3 different flavors of Crush, which I know Fanta has like different ones, but I didn't know Crush had grape, strawberry, and orange.
Ooh, strawberry, yeah.
You always think of Orange Crush, but I guess you wouldn't need to say orange if it didn't come in other flavors. So it would inherently make sense to come in other flavors.
I'm familiar with Crush producing grape and orange, but not strawberry.
Yeah, they had a strawberry.
And for me, strawberry is the most dice roll of a artificial flavor you can get. You don't know what it's going to come out as.
Yeah.
You know, strawberry milkshake tastes way different than a strawberry soda, than a strawberry gummy candy, than a strawberry, sour candy, or like,
a strawberry Pop-Tart.
Or a strawberry in and of itself.
Cherry, I think, to me is the biggest dice roll because some cherry stuff is really bad, but some cherry stuff is great.
Yeah, medicine.
I like medicine. It makes me better.
Yes.
Anything about the prep process that you thought was good? To me, it kind of all felt like a hassle, and I'm going to talk about it later.
Yeah, I mean, you could see it, right? Like almost like a Chipotle sneeze guard situation, right? And that's neat. That's kind of like a fun zoo, like aquarium type experience. And that's honestly what we need to be doing.
That's the endorsement a restaurant needs.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like a zoo. Place where wild animals kind of just roam.
Yeah, think about this. A zoo, but all the animals have jobs.
Late stage capitalism.
Dude, yeah, a recession indicator for sure. I don't know. The good stuff kind of the good stuff.
There wasn't as much as we would have liked.
I'd like to name another good thing, but I think geographically our location, some locations are standalone restaurants that own their own building, but this was in a strip mall.
Yeah.
And that was kind of cool. It was next to some other stuff like a foot massage.
A foot reflexology massage place.
If you're doing a self-care day, yeah, you get a foot massage, then you take a pizza to bring home, and from the comfort of your home, you relax, you're in a robe, pizza's, bacon. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay, I do have some food in the good.
Okay, yeah, hit me with it.
I have 3 things, actually, and we didn't get that many things. That said, the extent to which they're in the good is disappointing. Murphy's Combo.
Okay.
I had to get a pizza that had your last name in it.
Sure. I love it.
The Murphy's Combo is a pizza with pepperoni, sausage, salami, onion, olive, and mushrooms.
Yeah.
This is my first time having olives.
Ever, yeah.
Ever. I've had like olive tapenade, like crushed olives for a spread on bread. I love olive oil.
Love that.
I've always been scared of raw olive, not raw, just olives as a topping. I think because I know they're polarizing. I know enough people to go like, olives, ugh.
Really?
Yeah.
So there was someone on Maury once that did not like olives, and they brought out a jar of olives.
And they found out who the father of the olives were.
Yeah, but that's interesting. Never had a martini with olives?
And I don't drink.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, man. Yeah, that's it. That'd be probably the best opportunity to have olives.
And I've seen olives that are stuffed with cheese. And I was like, oh, well.
Yeah, it's not for you either.
Yeah.
Blue cheese stuffed olives are pretty good if it's an acquired taste. Yeah. I mean, these olives were black olives that came from a can. And honestly, olives are fine from a can. That's not what I'm upset about. The Murphy's combo was good. And this is what was good about it. Was that there was so much piled on top that you couldn't taste how bad
any individual thing was.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nothing stood out as amazing. The best part kind of happened on accident. The crust ended up super crispy and smoky.
It did. And do you know why?
We'll bring that up.
Okay, we'll bring it up in a little bit.
We'll bring it up in a little bit.
I'm excited
because there was an oopsie. Our original plan was to record part 1 of the podcast while the food was being cooked and then to eat while recording this.
Yeah.
And due to multiple smoke alarms, that ended up not being possible. But the smokiness and crispiness really worked for the crust of this. And so I liked it a lot for my first slice, but then I had it, even my second slice, I had it maybe 5 minutes later, and I thought that the drastic diminishing returns were so noticeable.
Oh, yeah.
That it really took this down. I was like, man, this is also part of it. When they're saying it needs to be fresh out the oven, to me, that's them saying, because it's not good 30 minutes later.
Yeah, I mean, fresh doesn't mean flavorful.
Yes.
Right? And that's why you have a steak rest. That's why, you have something rest. And I think Papa Murphy's is banking on the fact that you are going to burn your tongue and the roof of your mouth, and then you won't be able to taste anything. Or, as you said, you may question whether or not you have COVID. And this is encouragement to get a COVID test.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
I went 6.1 out of 10 on this Murphy's combo. To me, anything over 6 is good, so it does qualify. That first slice was probably a 7.5. But the drop off was so severe that averaging the two together ends up at a 6.1.
I gotta say, I think it was because we were so hungry from the drive.
Yeah.
From the 4 hours of driving, that it was my taste buds are on high alert.
Yeah.
We were intermittent fasting. And then, it's like that old Eddie Murphy bit where he's like, oh, yeah, you haven't had a cracker. You haven't had anything to eat in months, and then you eat a cracker.
Yeah.
And it's it's the best cracker in the world. What is this? Ritz saltine? What is that? They're one of those crackers, and then the next cracker isn't as good.
I could eat a whole sleeve of Ritz, I'm going to be honest.
With peanut butter?
On its own. I mean, I would do it with peanut butter too.
Wow.
But I can just house carbs. Just processed, enriched flour.
Nothing wrong with that.
I love it.
It's American.
Yeah. What'd you have for the score of the Murphy's combo?
I have my overall score, but for the Murphy's combo on its own, probably a 5.91.
So you're pretty close to good.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty average.
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing that I have in the good was the cookie dough.
Yeah.
Just the dough. We had raw dough and we had the cooked cookies.
Yeah.
The raw dough was tasty. And look, I know this isn't unique to how they do it. This is just the nature of cookie dough being a very textured food, the soft dough plus the chocolate chips. But the chips were popping in my teeth in a way that was so satisfying.
Ooh. In the raw cookie dough.
In the raw cookie dough. You get the gummy kind of dough and then the pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
And it was just it was a pleasant physical sensation. And obviously it tasted like cookies, so it tasted good.
Yeah.
I went 7.5 out of 10 on the raw cookie dough.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, I was pretty down the barrel on that. I mean, down the middle. Probably
down the barrel, like someone had you at gunpoint.
I would have rather had a gun in my mouth at
Jesus Christ.
at some stages today.
The car ride being the main.
Oh man, yeah, I didn't like the cookie dough.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't. I just didn't. So probably like a 5. Like mediocre. It was good because it was cookie dough, but I didn't really like it.
Did you like the cooked cookies more? Did anything land in good for you?
Ooh, no.
Wow. All right.
No.
Well, then I'll finish off the segment.
Sure. Yeah. Sorry.
And then the cookies, when cooked, I had a really gooey one right out the pan.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Then I had a second one, and it was like it was good.
Yeah.
And then I had a third one a little bit later. And like, I'm just noticing Papa Murphy's is officially the king of diminishing returns.
Yeah.
But I still went 8 out of 10 on the cookies. I thought that these cookies tasted fresh. They were crunchy and gooey at the same time. I was a fan.
Yeah.
They're not the best cookies I've ever had. Those would be a 10 out of 10.
Sure.
But to be 2 points shy of that, I think that they earned being in that great category. These are great cookies.
I suppose you're right. The thing about the cookies, how should I be rating cookies based on the freshness? You can't get fresher than that. I mean, I'm still
what would
at
it
a
need to
5.
do to be better?
I would like bigger, thicker. The way that you are describing what you look for in bread, I look for in a chocolate chip cookie.
Okay. So like richness of flavors?
Richer, more dense, bigger. Though I guess, that's up to us. That's on us because we determined
we
the size.
portioned them, yeah.
Yeah, we could have made a cookie
monstrosity.
Cake. We could have made a cookie cake, a sheet cake or something like that.
Yeah.
Or made it like a little more thicker. But I don't know, there's something about like the preservatives that didn't
I get that.
I kind of like, flattened it out a little bit for me.
All right. Time to dive into negativity. Let's cover everything that was not good.
This is not so good. I'm not quite sure about it. Could have done without it. The stuff that brings down the mood. This is just not very good.
The cashier. So, all right, for this.
Wait, you're turning on the cashier?
I'm not turning on the cashier, but something that she said was alarming.
Oh.
We pulled up and I'm taking pictures and I'm taking videos just to like put into the podcast and to have stuff to reference, right? And I walk in and I tell her I'm here. We're doing a podcast. We drove from LA to come here. And she couldn't have been nicer.
Cool.
She's so great about it and like seemed genuinely curious and was just like, oh, you should get Papa Murphy's closer, as though we have a say. We don't have a say.
I mean, you could own your own Papa Murphy's. Okay.
If I'm going to own any franchise, Papa Murphy's is not the first one I'm going in on.
Is it the third one?
No, Portillo's number 1, Portillo's number 2.
Oh yeah, it's about that. Yeah.
Get a Portillo's closer.
Cake shake.
But she was once she knew we were one of the good guys, she trusted me with some covert intel.
Oh.
She said, I was nervous when I saw you filming because we got a visit from the health department and are expecting a return visit within 30 days, which is not an endorsement of how the first time went.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
Usually they don't come back.
They don't need to come back. Yeah, they don't need to come back if it's good. If it's an A, hey, I'll see you in a year, maybe 18 months.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard her say that too. And I was like,
So it's just like, oh man, what am I about to eat? And I'm holding up. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
So from a health standpoint, not immediately a problem. But
no, I haven't died yet. Man,
but you will eventually.
If Papa Murphy's is the one to take me out, after all the nights
that you have survived.
I have survived. Yeah.
Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah. That was not great.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. Also, because you don't eat there, everything's empty.
Yeah.
Like in kind of a eerie way, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the decor was so bland in like a Midwest home type of a way that like it was, lots of browns and like they had like a bunch of words on the wall like gather here, fresh,
family.
Yeah. Produce. And it was like a word cloud like I think you had mentioned before. And I was like, oh God. And then they showed images of the food, of the pizza cooked.
Yeah.
No. You're not doing that.
That's not the product you offer.
That's not how my Papa Murphy's is. Yeah, exactly.
You need to show cold, like
cold dough, some smiling faces, some people eating raw dough, cookie dough, or, pizza dough.
You need to show a family gathered around eating raw, uncooked pizza.
I would sooner love to see, in the last episode, we discussed how very little they take themselves seriously. I would love to see, a clown dressed in full clown makeup in a poster juggling pizza dough.
Yeah.
And they're in for that. That'd be cool.
Or how they toss the pizza dough?
Oh, yeah.
I want a clown with 3 of those that he's juggling.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so impressive. That's the next viral video.
Right?
Yeah. Didn't love that. I mean,
I love that implication. No other videos can go viral until that one happens.
Until that one goes viral. I mean, yeah. A clown juggling pizza dough? Whew, spinning pizza dough? I mean, come on. That's a free one.
America's Got Talent. You're going to Hollywood.
Right? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to talk about the food, what was bad about the food quite yet. That's where my mind is getting to.
Yeah.
You know what else
I didn't have any that fell in not good. I had stuff in good and I had stuff in just there.
Okay. What was not good was the way that they were showcasing all the cans of toppings. And it's like, okay, olives, fine. Peeled tomatoes, okay, whatever. And then, whatever, green onion or green peppers.
Yeah,
just stuff like that. I'm like,
you don't want to see cans.
I didn't want to. I just didn't want to.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you would decorate the place with.
Like Macaroni Grill does it fine, where it's just an infinite row of canisters of olive oil. I'm fine with that.
Oh, that's neat.
But when it's your actual, the stuff that you want fresh,
Yeah. Or if your thing is fresh, then let me see a knife. I want to see that you chop something,
Yeah.
I don't want the sharpest blade to be a can opener. That's bad, right? That's not a good sign necessarily.
Yeah. I also put that I looked behind the counter at the where they were making pizzas because Steven, who went with us, ordered a few pizzas himself. They had the receipts printed out on the pizza. They're prepping the pizza. There's sauce, there's cheese, and there's paper on it.
Not covered in plastic and paper, but just paper on the cheese?
On it. The instruction manuals that came with our pizzas were sealed under the plastic with the pizza. They were not on top. They should be taped on top.
Yeah, I guess I don't have an alternative. I mean, taped on top of the plastic, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like
or
to
just hand it to you.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, hand it to me. And then have, the necessary plastic or some type of big Ziploc bag or something like that. Yeah. Didn't love that.
Yeah. So that was a little silly. That's everything I have for the not good at the restaurant. Do you have anything about I also thought that the word cloud thing was just kind of uninspired.
Yeah, it really was uninspired. They were like, all right, we'll throw this up here. We'll slap this together here. That's kind of how they put the pizza together in a lot of ways. It's
right.
All right, 2 handfuls of mushrooms, couple olives for this guy that's never had olives, salami, hey, and pepperoni, they just kind of threw it.
It just felt
uninspired is a great word.
I made a joke about how they're doing what other pizza chains do, but half the work. But there is a feeling of well, this is just kind of lazy.
It is. And there's some type of tax loophole that has to be happening.
Yeah, the fact that they can be considered groceries is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't even want any of those groceries. Even if I'm gonna make a cold cut sandwich, I don't want that salami. I don't want that cheese.
Yeah, I want to watch the guy slice it behind the counter.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
that's fresh.
Okay, and then at home, one, the trays are so flimsy. They hand you the pizza and you hold it in the middle, and I feel I can feel the pizza curving around my hand. And I was like, if I can't even support it by holding the middle, I don't know what to do. It just felt so floppy. I had 2 pizzas that were kind of stacked on top of one another. We had a cooler. They didn't exactly fit, but boy, did this thing fold up like a wallet when you put it in.
This isn't going to fit in a cooler. It's not going to fit in, if you have bucket seats, forget it.
Yeah.
It's going to have to fit in your back seat and it's going to be sliding around. I kind of would love a pizza box.
Which
crazy?
they had, but they had mini ones.
Oh, meaning what?
Like for, I don't know if they have like a personal pizza or if it's like, give me a couple slices. But they had like boxes that were like 10 inches.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Didn't love that. Didn't love the transportation like you're saying. Yeah. Don't like that.
All right. The process. We come home and they give you an instruction manual. And I think they need to answer for this.
Uh-oh.
Instructions, pizza baking. Original or thin, bake at 425 degrees for 12 to 18 minutes. Remove plastic wrap and leave pizza on tray. Peter, can I ask you for the prop?
Yes, of course. By tray. Oh, God. I'm making a mess here. By tray, this is the paper tray.
It is paper. They want you to put paper in the oven near fire. And this is what happens.
But they said put
it in
with the tray.
Yeah. And for those of you who are consuming this via audio only, this is a very burnt tray.
Yeah.
It did loosely, momentarily catch on fire. My kitchen was smoking. My fire alarms were going off.
I've inhaled a lot of smoke today.
This is insane that this is their recommended way to do it. I thought it was just like when Steven did this, I was like, are you insane? And he was like, it's what they say to do. And I'm like, there's no way this is what they say to do. And yet it is.
Would you have better done that on like a grill?
Would I have put the paper tray on a grill?
Not the paper tray, but just like the pizza on
Cooked
a grill.
He's cooked on a grill before, and I think that's his preferred way of doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would just take it off and put it on the rack directly.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
But they said not to do that.
They did not say.
Well, that's a little prank. That's a little prank they have.
A little goof.
Yeah, it's a little goof they have. They're like, hey, listen, we know you're a guy. We know you don't like to read instructions. But, for those nerds that read instructions, we got them.
Right.
And you win this time, Papa Murphy's. But we'll be back.
Will we?
For pranks.
Oh, Pranky Murphy's.
Pranky Murphy's. We're going to open up next door. We're going to buy the foot massage place, and it's going to be called Pranky Murphy's.
And our advertising will be a sign spinner, but instead it's a clown throwing 3 pieces of dough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to get a line around the corner.
We're going to do it. Yeah, I didn't appreciate that instruction.
I didn't appreciate them putting my life in my kitchen in danger.
Yeah, I mean, like the smell of smoke. I hate the sound of fire alarms. They're annoying.
Yeah,
sure, they do their job, but I don't like it.
No, not for me.
So yeah, and I do put some of the blame on Steven, but at the same time, this is part of their process. Is, hey, it's on you. You do it at home. And that just allows for so much variance. There's so much room for messing up that how are you ensuring a consistent product when people are all levels of idiot?
It's a different, they're freeing themselves of blame or finger pointing or anything like that.
Like I am a very different type of idiot than Steven is, than you are.
And I am, yeah.
We're all our own brand, and there's no way they can account for all the ways that we can mess this up.
Yeah. If I didn't have the instructions, how would I have made this pizza? I would have made it fit into my microwave. I would have, it's gonna fit in
just
there. Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh shoving it in.
Yeah, why not?
Butt sticking out.
Yeah, then do it for 20 minutes. 20 minutes in the microwave. Then we'll see what we got.
Yeah.
That's it. All the ingredients are fresh, so whatever. And you could eat cheese and sauce raw, and you know what? What's the worst that's gonna happen when I eat some raw dough?
We'll find out. You're still here.
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
You're still here.
I hope I don't disappear.
He's Peter Murphy, and we will find his vulnerabilities.
Because I'm Peter Murphy, and I know where the vulnerabilities are.
I just heard your mouth gurgle. Very briefly. And
it was a growl.
That's my vulnerability.
It was a growl. Oh, you found it. You found my vulnerability.
I think that's it for all the not good. Everything else for me is just in the middle. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm ready to talk about what was just there.
All right, let's do it. Is all the thing?
Wait. No. Sorry. Totally screwed this up. What was not good was the pizza sauce.
Okay.
I did not like the pizza sauce. I'm a very big sauce guy when it comes to just about anything, but mostly for pizza. And the sauce tasted like Lunchables sauce.
I don't disagree. Yeah.
It's very Lunchable. And then that's why like more toppings, the better to distract you from that.
Which I noticed was like a big thing in my burger tournament in Septemberger. I feel like the places that do the best are the ones that have just kind of mastered like the meat and bun of a burger.
Yeah.
And then when your toppings are also good, you do really well versus places where it's like, oh, their toppings are good, but when you kind of peel that away, the meat and bun are dry or, whatever.
Right.
And so I think you got to be able to nail the fundamentals of what you are. And in this case, pizza, you need good crust, dough, you need good sauce.
Yeah, you got to have a good foundation to create
life,
a relationship with someone you love.
Yeah.
And, God, I promised I wouldn't do this.
All right. And that's everything that's not good.
Oh, I'm fine, you guys. Oh, get it together. I know where the vulnerabilities are. Gargle.
All right. Here's everything that was just there.
This is a weird one. I'm not quite sure what to say about it. This is for the stuff that is just there.
Dude, just there. I'm excited to see what you say about just there. Oh, first thing that was just there, the most uninspired bench. Not chairs, not a table, not that you needed one, but just like a bench that looked like a really thin boogie board made out of wood. And this bench by the door was saying, sit here if you dare, but you're not going to be comfortable. Really, this is just taking up space, honestly.
I think it was to make it look like there was anything in the first third of that establishment. There was nothing. Like it was, and by the way, the counter was so far away
from the front door.
I was like, can you put one standing table and the place will just look so much more complete?
Yeah. Or give me more kitchen. Just extend that out.
Yeah. Don't make me have to come to you. Bring the counter to us.
Yeah, because this isn't a place that's going to have some line.
Yeah. And let's talk about the kitchen or the back area.
Yeah.
They look like they inherited what was a real restaurant at one point.
Right.
And then they were like, oh, do you want to keep this? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, are you going to be a restaurant? And they're like, kinda,
Yeah. Are you sure you're going to be a restaurant? I don't know. It's very coy.
They're playing coy, yeah.
Also, there's like a cutout window that you could see, not window, but like...
it looked like what you would slide a pizza into, like a
pizza oven
for a pizza
shape.
oven. But behind it's just, there's just like a guy back there. Hi,
Yeah, and he lives there.
Yeah.
And he's just like escaping from his family.
It was literally just a tunnel. Like it really was just like a window to the back employee area.
Yeah, it was like a window to the break room.
Yeah.
But since there's only one employee there, it's like, oh, shoot, there's the break room.
Yeah.
But, I'm on break all day because honestly, you called in this order at 11 and you're the only order on the books.
Yeah. And by the way, when I went back in after we picked up, she was FaceTiming her boyfriend.
Oh, amazing. Good.
And telling him about the podcast.
Oh, good.
She's like, I was just telling my boyfriend about you. And I was like, here's a card.
And that's what everybody should be doing. You should start telling your boyfriend about this podcast.
Yes. If you have a boyfriend, go to Apple Podcasts and leave a 5-star review and actually write a review out.
Yeah,
that helps me a lot.
Yeah.
And then go tell your boyfriend.
Tell your boyfriend. And if you don't have a boyfriend, tell your ex-boyfriend.
And if you don't have an ex-boyfriend, tell someone who you wish was your boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell him in person. Call him right now.
And if none of those people exist, Harry Styles.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's boyfriend.
Harry Styles
America's boyfriend.
Yeah, I agree.
I know so little about Harry Styles. Is he a good guy? I don't know.
Can't confirm, can't deny.
Tom Holland. Tom Holland is everyone likes Tom Holland.
Ain't nothing wrong with Tom Holland. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with Tom Holland.
Good guy, that Tommy.
The Dakota Johnson of Spider-Man. That's not even true.
No,
that's not even true.
He's been in good movies.
I just wanted to name pull.
My God, has he been in good movies other than Spider-Man?
He was in Uncharted.
We can't deny that Spider-Man, the Spider-Man sagas are good.
He's the Mr. Madam Web.
If you haven't been paying attention, I think that Dakota Johnson has never been in a good movie. However, I love Dakota Johnson. Like, cool. Nobody could be cooler. She didn't ask to be born. Nepo baby, sure. Wears it with pride and is just cool as heck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But unfortunately, as great of an actor as she is, and because she is very good at her job, she has unfortunately never been in a good movie. Can you name one?
What was the second 50 Shades movie? Because also not that.
Yeah. Yeah. 50 Shades, Madam Web, the second 50 Shades. Materialists. No.
Yeah. That is actually the maximum amount of time we're allowed to talk about Dakota Johnson. So we do have to move on.
It was in my contract. I love you, DJ.
All right. I do have a couple food items in just there.
Oh, good.
I have the garlic nuts.
Yeah, man. Just there. Like, technically, this is a garlic nut, but it doesn't taste like anything.
Doesn't taste like anything.
Right?
I was terrified because it's a garlic Parmesan blend, and I don't like cheese.
Right, you don't.
But I was able to cover it with enough marinara sauce that it completely covered it. And luckily, this thing just kind of tasted like nothing enough that none of that came through. This is the one where I really wanted a yeasty flavor to come through. I love a yeasty garlic nut. Yeast and garlic is a good combo, I think. I don't know. You're like doing eyebrow work right now that makes me think you heavily disagree.
I've never thought about it like that, but I imagine you're I imagine you're correct.
You imagine.
I
can conceive of a world where your opinion is right.
I mean, let me say, okay, so that's how you're describing a garlic nut. For me, this is how I'm describing the perfect garlic nut. Fluffy on the inside and dense on the inside, crunchy on the outside.
Crunchy?
Yeah.
I like chewy. I like a pull away element to my garlic nuts.
Yeah, okay.
Crunchy is like a garlic bread. I like the texture of the not the skin, but the right. Top layer.
Yeah, it's like you can push down on it. It'll be a little flake. It'll be flaky. And that's what I'm picturing. And then the ability to be like dunkable. So yeah, I need more density on the inside for me.
Yeah,
I never really thought about it. A garlic nut.
That's all I think about. I went 4.5 out of 10 on the garlic nuts.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. Garlic nuts. You said 4.5. I probably did 4.
Yeah.
Probably did 4.
And then the ultimate pepperoni with Mike's Hot Honey. I thought that the honey just didn't go well with this.
Right.
I don't know. Honey on pizza, I think I'm picky about. It can work. I have had it where it worked. But I haven't seen it done well often. And in this case, it was too thick of a honey.
Oh,
it was too much like of a wetness element on top of it.
It was too, I mean, it's another example of a distraction from the sauce.
Yeah.
And, just the way that you're describing burgers that you've had, the best ones are, they focus on how good the bread is and how good the burger is. This was trying to distract you with 3 types of pepperoni and then hot honey.
Yeah.
I have had good pizza with honey on it.
I have too, yeah.
And it was this place, if you're ever in Orlando, Florida, it's called Lazy Moon, local chain, maybe 2 or 3 locations. But they do this slice called Jason's Mom's Slice.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a big old slice of pizza with chicken, mushrooms, red peppers, and then I'll drizzle some honey on top.
Yeah. I thought this was too soft compared to the crispiness that the other one did. The crust on this was just kind of bad.
It was just kind of there. It was technically, crust, but it was did that have to do, you think, with the...
And the pepperoni wasn't
the
super flavorful. It may have been. This was on the higher rack.
Okay.
And this one also didn't catch fire.
Yeah. See, that's a part of it.
Yeah. Immolation improves Papa Murphy's pizza.
It should.
Yeah. And so it just stayed too soft. I went just right down the middle, 5 out of 10. I love a pepperoni pizza, and for this to be a 5 out of 10 is kind of an insult to pepperoni pizzas.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like the sauce on this, and I could definitely taste more sauce than on the other pizza. The bread, the crust, the dough, it wasn't great. And then, yeah, I don't need. I mean, yeah, I give it a 4.
Yeah. Anything else in Just There for you?
Just There. You know what? The cash register. Like, we don't.
Yeah, what brand cash register do you use?
We don't need a cash register. Do everything. Everything's done online. It's like, yeah, what do you mean a cash register? That's a vulnerability.
Okay. He said as he pulls out his phone to hack it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And then just like overall the prep process, I thought was a net negative. Yeah. And I didn't even have to be the one to do it, but just the amount of counter space that was required just for 2 pizzas is a lot. And
that would be a fun improvement if it was like old school frozen yogurt style where you get to like pull the frozen yogurt yourself. It's like, hey, put on some gloves. I'm going to give you a tray with dough on it and you load it up yourself. That would be cool. That'd be fun. That immediately adds 3 points to my overall score if they do that.
But they didn't.
Right.
But they didn't.
But they could have.
And so, yeah, just the hassle of it, the fact that it like destroyed my kitchen.
Right.
I have to move.
Yeah, you have to scrub your oven now. You have
Yeah.
to clean it. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, sure, some of it was user error, but user error is part of the brand. So that counts against them.
It's part of the vulnerability. Yeah.
Part of the vulnerability.
That's right.
All right. That's everything good, not good, and Just There. So we need to put this all into a score. But before we do that, Peter, I've been to 120, 130 something restaurants.
Who's counting?
And my ends are calibrated.
Yeah.
I know where every place belongs. This is your first time on the Fine Dining Podcast.
It is.
So in order to get more with the system, I need to hear about your best, your worst restaurant experiences ever. So we're going to take a stop at the calibration station.
Calibration station, comparing this meal to the best of the worst. Calibration station, chugga, 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 choo, choo.
All right. Peter, whichever one you want to start with, your worst and your best, these are to just to calibrate what the ends are.
My absolute worst dining experience, it happened in Cape Coral, Florida, where I'm from, with my grandfather. And my grandpa, he grew up in New York City, so he thought he was like the authority on everything, all food. So he's the type of guy that would like send food back if it wasn't any good, and it would embarrass me as a kid.
Yeah.
And one time we went to this, it was like a local like salad place, and he ordered a chicken salad pita, and he bit into it, and there was a bone in there. And chicken salad. I'm not like
it was a chicken bone or human bone.
Oh God, I don't know. It was a small bone.
Okay,
this is like 70-something-year-old guy. So the waiter comes back and he says, "How is everything?" And my grandfather goes, "There's a bone in here. Can I order something else?" And the guy goes, "Oh yeah, that just happens sometimes." In chicken salad is like herbs.
The point is to be soft.
Yeah, white meat chicken and mayonnaise. That's it. That's like it.
Yeah.
What's a bone doing in there? And how is it just somehow getting there? That was awful.
To be nonplussed.
And scary. And also like after that, you don't have any faith in any bite you're going to take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like almost like a horror maze of a sandwich, of a pita. Yeah, terrible.
What started as eating chicken salad, you end up as Catherine Zeta-Jones in Entrapment trying to like step over all the lasers.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, bad. I mean, just bad, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I ordered the same thing as my grandpa. And I had 0 bones, but still
ate the whole thing with fear.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I was like, I don't know when my next meal's coming. I'm better to get extra mayonnaise on this. But yeah, that's like, you don't want someone to say that to you. And also you're like, okay, shoot, what's happening here?
Yeah.
There should be no bones in chicken salad. Call me crazy. All right. And then best dining experience.
Yeah.
Best dining experience. Coincidentally, my grandfather growing up, he would tell me about this place in New York City called Sparks Steakhouse, famous steakhouse. There's a famous gangster. I won't say his name, but he, not that it's a slur or anything. I just don't want to evoke him. But he was slain outside. He was shot down outside of Sparks Steakhouse. You can look it up. And that's part of the lore of the place. But kind of like a gangster hangout, apparently. And my grandpa would be like, best steakhouse in the world, Sparks Steakhouse. In 2021, just post-pandemic, I got to go. And it was like, it's like, imagine first time. I was like, imagine you're a kid and all your friends are talking about Disneyland. And then you finally get to go and you're like, oh my God, it's great. So high expectations, go in, place Frozen in 1980.
They're smoking inside.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like cigars, like it is insane. And I went, ordered a steak. It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was like just incredible. Just like, oh God, I hard to describe it. Cause like, like this incredible, like bark on the outside and then, just like the juiciest, most tender steak.
Yeah.
And like when I was growing up with my grandfather and he was like, none of this food is good enough. You put like a high bar on stuff. And I'm like, there's no way I could meet it. It met it.
Wow.
And then some. And it was the best steak I've ever had in my life. And not only that, but I was sitting at the bar. I look around and I'm like, the only people at the bar are me and then just like 8 women who are really dressed up really nice.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out that all these women, as I'm there, start to leave with like random guys. And I was told later that all those women were sex workers.
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, Grandpa, he's not with us anymore, but what are you doing?
That was his allure to
I'm
the
like,
place.
what are you doing here? What are you doing here? But like, if the food was bad, I would have been like, oh no.
Yeah.
But the food was incredible. It was beyond flavorful. It was just like, oh my God, like this rush of emotions. Like, this is a place where my grandfather spent a lot of his time. And like, this is the bar in which he rates everything. And it was just the most incredible steak, incredible mushrooms, incredible asparagus I'd ever had. And like top 3 best gin martinis I'd ever had in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just an absolutely incredible emotional experience.
Well, somewhere between sometimes bones just happen.
Yep.
And sometimes boning just happens.
It does.
Lies today's meal at Papa Murphy. Well, not at Papa Murphy's. Here, eating Papa Murphy's pizza.
In the studio.
We're going to score it. We're going to rate it. We have to put it to the Chili's test.
It's time to set the scale. Will it pass or will it fail? Is it the worst? Is it the best? Let's put it to the Chili's test.
Okay, so I have had Papa Murphy's before.
Oh.
And it's good. Kinda. It's like, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head when you were like, oh, well, this is fun.
Yeah.
But then you go through the practical process of actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I've had the luxury of, I've had some really good pizza.
Yeah.
And this isn't that. It's not.
Far from.
It's not awful, but it's really not special. Like really the part about today that was most notable was the fact that we did it.
Yeah, we should get a participation trophy.
Kind of, right?
Yeah.
We should get a commemorative coin. And then the cashier was a sweetheart.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't have done a better job. And customer service was spectacular.
And so it's just like, well, that's not what you go on a 2-hour drive for. You go for the food.
Right.
And when everything felt like it had diminishing returns, I don't need this again. Would I eat it again? Yeah, sure. If I didn't have to drive far for it and there was one in the area and someone was like, hey, we want pizza tonight. How do you feel about Papa Murphy's? I might say, do we not have Domino's? And if they say, no, Domino's is not near here, I'd go, yeah, sure, Papa Murphy's. So it's not going to be my first choice. It's probably not going to be my second choice, but I would eat it again.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't need the garlic knots again. I would get the cookies again, but like, again, I can get a better version of literally everything they served me elsewhere and have to do less work and not have to burn down my kitchen and not have to deal with this.
Oh my gosh.
This thing, this stupid paper tray that like caught on fire in my oven.
It did.
So it's like, I don't know, 4.19.
Ooh, 4.19. You know, in all the same things that you mentioned, this is technically groceries, right? That's how they're listed, as technically groceries. And
I thought you were going to say technically gross.
but it's a restaurant experience that doesn't need to exist. Take and bake, that's cute, that's fun, but it doesn't need to exist because frozen pizzas exist and you can keep those in your freezer. And also, you know, you can buy all the ingredients that you want if you want to make your own pizza, or, you know, just go to your mom and pop.
Yeah.
I'd like this place to be better, but the fact that it's like not taking itself too seriously, that's fun. You
give them so much credit for doing a heart-shaped pizza in February.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, hey, why not? What's low effort and like cute and silly? And isn't this fun? What's the epitome of isn't this fun more than a heart-shaped pizza?
You're not wrong.
Yeah. And I love them for that. The food, unfortunately, doesn't live up to its namesake, Murphy. Not that I'm producing anything spectacular. It might just be on par, to be fair. I didn't love the cookies. I've had better cookies. I mean, certainly we all have. It's niche and it's fun and it's cute that you can buy your own little bucket of cookie dough.
Yeah.
It's funny that they're pranking you to burn down your house.
He got you.
Exactly. The dough sucked. Sorry. The sauce was even worse. It was like Lunchable sauce.
Yeah.
And that's forgivable because, you know, look at it. It's Lunchable. The salami was good. I didn't talk about the salami, but salami was okay. That was the only bit of flavor I hit. Man, I got to give this, unfortunately, a 4.64.
4.64. Well, when you put your score together with my score, Papa Murphy's is going up on the tchotchke of mediocrity at a 4.42.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Right between Denny's and Sonic.
Yeah.
You love Sonic. It's like right in the
Sonic.
Ballpark.
Yeah, that's me.
It's technically better than Sonic.
Technically.
That's the penalty they get for not wearing roller skates.
Yes. Everything's better with roller skates.
Everything's better with roller skates. Awesome. Well, Papa Murphy's officially not as good as Chili's.
Not as good as Chili's. Objectively not so good.
All right, Peter, I have to go somewhere next time.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to the You Must Bowl and draw.
Okay.
Where do we think I'm going to go?
Oh, my gosh. You've been to so many places already.
I've been to so many places.
Left.
Next week on the Fine Dining Podcast, I will be going to...
On the Border Mexican Grill and Cantina.
Hey, you know what? You got to go before it's too late, honestly.
They just declared bankruptcy. Thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
You're welcome.
It was genuinely a delight. For any context, you've been a Facebook friend of mine for like a decade, and I still don't know why or how or when I met you. I have no memory of meeting you, but I saw you at an NAW show.
That's right.
Comedy show like months ago, and I was like, oh, that's Peter Murphy. I am friends with him somehow. Couldn't tell you how.
Sure.
But it'd be a delight to have him on the podcast. I followed you, and you were like, bring me on.
I was just like, listen, I know where the vulnerabilities are.
I found the vulnerability.
And the vulnerability is that I have not been on this podcast quite yet.
Yeah. It was a pleasure. Thanks so much for giving me so much of your time to drive to Bakersfield and back, to pick up a pizza, to almost burn down my apartment in the process, and then talk about it for a couple hours.
This is, it's like a low stakes road trip movie.
It really was.
It was great. And I had a blast. Thanks so much for welcoming me in the studio and letting me ride shotgun. That was fun.
Hell yeah. Tell people where they can find you on social media.
Yeah. If you're looking for me, I'm not hard to find. You can find me on petermurphythecomedian.com. On Instagram, it's Peter_Murphy. And then on YouTube, it's youtube.com/PeterMurphyYouTube.
Amazing. And you can follow the show at Fine Dining Podcast on Instagram and TikTok, finediningpodcast.bsky.social on Blue Sky. But where I want you most is to check out my Discord. Come chat with me. Come talk about the episodes. Come hear what I'm going to do months ahead of time sometimes. We can share some fun Yelp reviews that you find. We can post pet photos. It's a fun place. I enjoy my community there, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Don't forget, if you've not left me a review on any podcasting platform, that would be greatly appreciated. It helps me in the algorithm. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever. Just leave me a 5-star rating and write a review if you want.
Write that review. Write it.
Write it.
Or I'll find your vulnerabilities.
Oh, boy.
Is that what you want? Oh, I don't think so.
He knows them.
I don't think you do. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
He can look into your eyes and be like, which ex of yours do I need to just mutter their name to make you cry? Tiffany. It is Tiffany. And then I have a Patreon if you want an exclusive episode every month. Full Yelp from Stranger segments, bonus interviews, segments, food tastings. Sometimes I'll do like the limited time offerings from certain restaurants.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So it's a fun place to be. Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. Thanks for checking out. I'm now on my 4th season of the podcast.
Ooh, yeah.
That is another one in the books. I will see you all next week. Have a fine day.
Well, there's another one in the books. We judge the service up to the cooks, and while we may have gotten a couple of dirty looks, no, the journey can never stop. Now from the bottom down to the top, we got a new MO and everything's unlocked. And that's 'cause Chili's to the letter to the T is the perfect cornerstone of mediocrity. So now we got a brand new kind of test. That's the words we gotta know, 'cause we should know yet. Triple dipper got the ribs, the main course, perfect little in the middle. Yeah, so now it's got to be the lock for what we use when we put things up on the charge. Yeah, mediocrity. So there's another one in the books. Yeah, there's another one in the books, and we will see you next week, baby.
Have a fine day.